Hello everyone, happy Monday! I'm Steve, Mark's at work, and this is Smokey Steve and Mark. Either welcome or welcome back. I'm usually not here on a Monday, but I actually have a day to myself today. I took a day off of work, and yes, I dealt with my usual level of guilt for taking a personal day. I was having my morning coffee with heavy cream, and thinking, I don't deserve a day off. I don't deserve to live in a place like this. I don't deserve Mark. I don't, this like latent guilt for everything. I don't deserve self-care. None of it. So that only lasted about an hour. I was pretty lucky. I got off fortunate with that. Often I'll torture myself till noon or so. Mark just left. He came home for lunch. And he's starting to work on Mondays with Mark already, so he was getting some of tonight's material together. I think you guys are going to like that. So, winding down, today is day 13. Day 13 of our 14-day keto challenge. So, I just wanted to share a couple thoughts of where things are at the moment. Since tomorrow is technically going to be the last day of this, I'm not going to go out and buy any more groceries until I kind of decide which direction this is going to go. Bear in mind, I had absolutely no intention when I started doing this that it would go beyond 14 days. I was surprised that I even lasted to like day 3, because day 2 I woke up so ill in the morning. Not keto flu, I'm sure, just because I hadn't had that much fat in one sitting in a very long time. So the fact that I'm approaching the end is, well, it speaks to keto, I suppose. I mean, I guess my level of discipline and sticking with stuff, it kind of shows, but more so than that, the foods I've been eating are pretty indulgent. And since my always go to like fall back weight loss diet has been either calorie counting or like a low fat diet, and those work, make no mistake, before I started doing keto, the 90 pounds I had lost was calorie counting, just calorie counting. And I went from 272 pounds down to 180 doing that. Did it happen? It didn't happen very fast, I guess. Maybe it was like a year and a half that took. And from the 180, I gained back 12 pounds after maintaining for, well, I had been sort of maintaining. I was gaining like a pound every 3 or 4 weeks, and it stacked up, and over 9 months, I was like, oh, I gained 12 pounds. That doesn't seem like a lot, but then it's 13. And then it's 15, and then it's like, well, at least I'm only 190, and then it's like, well, as long as I don't get over 200, and then that snowballs, and next thing I know, I'm right back where I started. Then I'm trying to do the keto diet, but still eat carbs. So I'm trying to have the chicken with the bacon cream sauce I made, but serve it over pasta. Well, that's not keto anymore. That's just fat on top of starch, on top of protein. All the macros are there, but not in the proportions that would probably not keep me from blowing up. So I was mulling a few thoughts, I guess, as this is wrapping up. Maybe I would continue with it until I hit my goal again, because this seems to have restarted weight loss where I had kind of either stalled in losing weight or it was starting to creep back on. I've been losing weight since I started this. Not super rapidly. I mean, in the first week I lost 4.8 pounds. That's a lot for someone who wasn't obese when I started. I'm technically overweight. I'm 6 feet tall and I was 192 pounds when I started keto. So, according to my BMI though, I could be like 120 and still be considered healthy, so whatever that means. But I want to see if I can get myself down back to goal. So I have to decide if I'm going to continue doing keto to do that, if I'm going to go off the rails, because we have a lot of yummy starches in the house right now. I know Mark has sweets hidden in the house. I've seen his dessert tray. I've said this before, but I'm just fixated on it, that he has cookies, pastries. I know they're here. There's ice cream. I've seen it. He doesn't announce it. He's been very respectful, and this is his way of being respectful. But I know they're here. They aren't in the litter box like I thought. He reassured me of that. Someone suggested maybe he's hiding them in the garden. I thought so, possibly, but the weather's been a little damp, so I don't think so. But they're here somewhere. And the question is, am I going to try them on Wednesday? Because of course I'm such a nitpicker for details, and I'm something of a rules person, sometimes not. But to me, day 14 is the last day, which means I have to eat keto all the way up until the end of day 14. And since I intermittent fast, my first non-keto meal potentially would be Wednesday night. after the weigh-in. So here's how the rest of this is going to end up shaking down. I have tomorrow, which will be day 14. We'll do weigh-in Wednesday. I'll give you the final total for my weight that I've lost. I'll share some final thoughts on keto and let you know which way I'm going to go with it and see if I continue with it or not. I wonder if Mark might give it another try, if I extend it. I don't know, because he's seen me continue with it, and Mark has an interest in losing some weight. I know he's gone back to cutting out red meat and trying to work a little bit in some other ways to monitor his diet, but we'll see. See if I continue, maybe I can drag him in. I'll do one of those emotional blackmail things and see if that works. But at any rate, that's where things are at the moment. Tonight's dinner plan, because I don't have a lot in the house, I have 3 frozen pork chops, and they're all frozen to each other, because I'm a goofus, and when I got them home, I was rushing, and didn't want to individually wrap them, so I threw 3 in a bag, and threw them in the freezer, and now I have 1 giant pork lump. I do have eggs, I still have bacon, and I have ricotta cheese, mozzarella cheese, and Parmesan cheese. So I'm thinking frittata for tonight. Actually, Mark would even eat the frittata, probably. So I was toying with being lazy and doing it in the microwave, because on the spectrum of white trash, I can do a lot of stuff in the microwave. I would do the bacon in the microwave and then crack the eggs into like a microwave-safe bowl and add the bacon and add the cheese. And I'm thinking dollops of ricotta on the top, probably mix the Parmesan in, and then nuke it. Now, if I hadn't done that, I would either start with a pan and then put the stuff in, and start it on the stove and then broil it off. But I don't know if I'll even be doing any of that. My back kind of hurts again, to the point where I'm making within the next week, I think I'm going to be seeing the doctor to get it looked at, because it's not going well. It's been hard to walk. So, so that's where the evening's going. Mark will be home at 5, like I said, and he'll be doing Mondays with Mark tonight, so you can check that video out later. But I do want to check in with you guys early, so we can see each other, but also so I can have a little more time to myself. So thank you all for watching. Hit the like button. Please do subscribe. You can follow Mark and I on Facebook at SmokeySteveAndMarc, or on Instagram at SmokeySteveAndMarc. Our email address and our P.O. box, all that stuff's listed below as well. Thank you for watching, and Mark will catch up with you later tonight. Bye.